Alright, now I'm going to go live using the YouTube app. I'm trying to use Streamlabs and it says it's live, but then YouTube doesn't say it's live, so who knows what the heck. I'm not really. Anyway, we're going to do some racing analytics on a career mode race I did on Assetto Corsa Competizione at Brands Hatch. Really starting close to the back. I just have had a little bit of a struggle qualifying Porsche right here in the red and black. I fast forwarded a little bit in the Bentley's in a perpetual burnout right now, but puts me pretty far in the back. I think 16, 15, 14, 13, 12-ish, somewhere around there. But it's really a good race here, so you can see the burnout of the Bentley. As we come around the corner, I will take a look at the leaders. I wish you had the ability to jump all the way to the front without having to like work your way up there. I think that probably will be coming. As they come up to the start line, the two Lamborghinis leading off with an Audi and Ferrari, followed by another Audi, lining up. Kind of a straightaway through here. Not much happening at this point. Work my way back to my car here. Oh, wrong one. So the Porsche 911 RSR that I'm driving, GT3. Get in the car here. Being chased down by the Lamborghini. I'm chasing down another Lamborghini. This is a pretty hard spot to pass on. You really have to come out of that first corner rock solid. This turn here, you got to turn in pretty sharp. Put two right tires over the right side. Left tires can go pretty wide on that outbound. Here you set up early, come in, and you can start gaining time about right here. Like I did. Let me jump up to my car here. What happened to it? Just listen to that Porsche. Sounds so good. I'm trying to set up for a turn on the outside as we come into this hard right turn. I think I'll slow down the action here. So I'm going around the outside of this Lamborghini, just trying to hold the line. Nice pass. Lamborghini yields the spot. I can just slot right in behind this Audi. So satisfying at that point. Trying to set up for a hard left here where you can make it, but you have to be right on them at this point. And I oversteered a little bit, which cost me the position of the opportunity to pass. Try to turn early to get a little bit of slipstream here, perhaps jump ahead, but they tend to go really hard to the left. If there's two cars, they'll split up like that. The AIs in Assetto Corsa Competizione are not slouches. They will cut back on you, they'll jump in front of you. If you get ahead of them, they'll try to do the pass back in front, pass back the other direction. A little bit of a view from inside the car. Get the right view here. Right here you can make up some speed, some time if you turn in early. At this point I am amazed that those two cars are like 1.5 feet apart from each other. Another passing point here if you don't do what I did and oversteer a little bit. You can pass here, but I can tell you the AI will not let you by easily. They'll do this sort of jump out like that a lot. But you can see the Audi just on top of that, I believe it's a Bentley. Car hits the ground at that drop in, trying to get in for this section around the outside. Don't think I quite make it this time. Oh, I did make it that time, that's right. Nope. I messed up, so I'll back up here. 30 seconds, pause. I screwed this up this time around. This Audi here on the right, I thought I had already passed this Audi. And if I jump back 5 seconds here, go slow motion. Let me get to a different position here. Yeah, this is probably a good view. So I'm in the same position, maybe a little bit later than last time. Coming around the outside. Look how close those guys are. I mean, literally, they race that whole lap a foot apart. I'm behind him going, I'm just sort of amazed at this point. But I didn't realize he was still there. I was sort of used to this at this point and make contact. Take a penalty for this. He does too, though. I'm not really sure why now. Assetto Corsa Competizione will assign penalty points based on your safety rating. So if you have a really high safety rating, you tend to get less penalty points. So it's really kind of cool. It's a pretty innovative approach, and that it gives you credit for being a good driver, thinking that maybe, probably a higher percentage of the time it's not going to be your fault. So I have a pretty high safety rating, but I screwed this one up. So anyway, bump into him once, not once, but twice, and take a safety rating hit on this one. So at this point, just trying to get to the next position on the Bentley. I think I've picked up 2 spots, so maybe 10th place at this point. Oh, well, 12th place, excuse me. 14th to 12th. This spot here, that right turn, they just do not slow down, and you just have to it's almost like being at Spa going up that hill. You just got to close your eyes and go for it, because they will just leave you in the dust at that point. Can make up some time on this second turn and third turn coming in. This turn coming up. Try to get a little look on the inside. I have never been able to pass on this straightaway here. And then if you brake too late and you have to hit your brakes, you'll miss the opportunity to pass. I think I passed this Bentley on this point, or I tried to. Let's put this in slow motion here. I get around the outside. He reclaims the position, but in doing so goes a little bit wide. And I'm able to come back in. Nice and slow. Let me just speed this back up. Take him on the inside. Just a clean pass. Bentley yields the position. So we head on here. Let's go back to my car here, if I can get on the right car. You hear that Porsche popping. My Porsche does that. I don't have a 911, but my 718 does that. It's just a really satisfying sound. Right here, they just do not slow down. I mean, I don't even know why they put their brake lights on. You just have to punch it. Coming to this right turn, if you don't watch that, it's real easy to slide here. That grass on the left seems to have a lot of traction. Maybe more than it should. And here I love this early turn in. You can make up a lot of pace. So I still got a long ways to go to get up towards the front. So a lot of work to do at this point. Got to push really hard. You have to turn in early here to get any chance of gaining any tenths on the person in front of you at this point. I tend to brake at this white line right there. Turn in a little bit earlier so I can punch it on the way down. Car hits the bottom. Get a little bit of sparks. Thinking about going around the outside, but I don't quite have the position. Mercedes got a little bit better pace. I'm thinking, can I get set up for this next position? Little touch, not much, just a tiny touch there. I forgot about that one. Come around the outside to see if I can take that position, but no chance in this particular time. Let's get to the sights and sounds here. We're spread out pretty good here. I'll take you through this inside the car. Hold that inside line. Touch on the right. Set up for this turn. One tap of the brakes and just punch it. Grass on the left is solid. Set up for this turn about right now and turn before you even see it. Call it blind turn. At this point, just brake, hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it. Trying to set up for this pass on the Mercedes. Good turn in, but really didn't have the throttle down like I should have. Looking at, is there a way to get around at this point? Can I go late on the outside and come back on him? So we stop here. Change the position of the camera. See right there, I think will be good. Go into slow motion. Trying to repeat this outside take again. I don't think I get this one done. I can't remember. We come out side by side. He yields the position. Okay, so not too bad that time. A little bit too much exit speed. Say, when you watch from this angle, it really feels like you could go a lot faster than what it looks like. You're not really going that fast, but if you get as you get closer to the car, you realize you are just booking it. Gotta love the sound of that Porsche. Let's listen to some other cars. Listen to the Mercedes here. Little fire coming out, trying to chase me down. The Audi. Such a great car. Mid-engine car. Still not in a position to do anything at this point. Going into the pits, so we'll pick up maybe let's see what we got for races we can jump into while I'm in the pits. One thing I've noticed about this, the AI are a little bit too good in that you don't see them running off the road or running into each other or kind of making mistakes that happen in normal races these days. So these guys are kind of separated out, so we'll jump back a little bit. Also notice they will fight you to the death for a position, but if you take that position and you get a couple of seconds ahead, they tend to relax a little bit and not be quite as fast. You would think they would be sort of right on your bumper, making life miserable for you. But let me speed this up a little bit. This is a little bit of a slow part of the race. I still got a long ways to go. I think I came out in like 7th. Had a good pit stop. Really liked the pit stops in Assetto Corsa Competizione. A lot of control over what happens. So at this point, pick up a few drivers coming up behind. Just trying to work on this Audi ahead. This Audi at night, by the way, this green and black Audi at night just looks phenomenal. It just tends that all that green just glows. It just really adds to the whole feeling of racing in Assetto Corsa Competizione. Let me speed up a little bit. Pick up the pace here. Get to the next pass. And just about on him at this point. Trying to get a position where I can get ahead of this Mercedes. Good turn in at this point. maybe a little wide on the exit, but you don't lose a lot of pace there. The grass is pretty hard. You can make up a little time here if you get it right. I over brake or something at that point. I'm not exactly sure what I did, but I didn't have good traction coming out of that turn. Let's look back one spot here. Lamborghini's way back there. At this point, I am just like absolutely pressing the gas as hard as I can, trying to get to a position to overtake. Pretty smooth driving, not a real fast driver. I mean, people that get in the 124s, it's mind-blowing. I don't really understand it. Fire shooting out of the Corsa. Let's pick up the pace a little bit, see if we can. Good exit. I overshoot the corner, but that corner, if you overshoot it, you can make it up if you turn in and go. It gives you a little bit of a, you're deep in on the, you pick up a little pace going in so deep, you can kind of be a wash overall. Starting to pick up close to the Mercedes. Let's get back inside the car. You can just hear the raw sound of the car. I mean, just wham, slamming into the ground. Go a little bit wide here. I know I've got to press hard to get back in the race. See all the traction on the grass out there on that one turn? You can really get on it. Coming in tight. I'm thinking at this point I might be able to make it up here. Just beautiful reflections. The track looks great. If you turn in early enough, you can get on the gas a little bit earlier. I think I catch him at this point. Turn in early, just come around the line, follow it down. Hear the car hit the ground. Try to get the braking right. Do not let the right tires go over those bumps. You will absolutely get sucked into the grass. He gets a little bit of oversteer out of that turn. Gives me a couple of maybe a tenth. I turn to try to follow the line here. Fire shooting out of the Mercedes. I'm thinking I'm going to get him. I'm starting to feel confident that I can catch him. This is a really tough braking point right here. Because you have to just go for it. But, so we keep the position. We keep close to him. Thinking I got him a little bit of, now I'm in the slipstream. Is it possible to get this overtake? All the cars are really fast. This racing in Assetto Corsa Competizione at ACC is just intense. I mean, the AI is so good, and you can change the competition levels of the AI in custom mode, race by race. I think I'm at 88%. But you can go up to 100, maybe more. I haven't tried above 100, but you can really fine tune it so that every race is an absolute intense fight. I'm thinking I'm going to be able to catch him at this point. Oh, he comes right back in. See what they do? They just don't yield. Until you pass them, then they'll yield. So I'm going for the position on the inside. Hard place to pass, but if I get my nose in here on the turn, he's done, and I get the spot. This is the only thing about the AI I don't understand. I mean, he had incredible pace the whole race, and then in a lap or so, I just don't think I'll be able to see him anymore. Listen to that Mercedes growl. just a real intense fight here. I'm going back, trying to work my way up on this 2 Audis. Just giving it everything I have. Can I make this turn without blowing it? Go a little bit wide, take a little bit of a slide. Trying to think, can I get it here? Can I get it at this point? We'll go for the slow motion, just right off his corner. Don't touch him, thank goodness. At this point, I slide a little bit, lose that opportunity. Brake, 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 so I don't hit him. Make sure I turn in enough to be on the spot. A little bit wide. At this point, it's just a fight to the finish. Just a couple minutes left. You gotta love this. I mean, this is just intense with these AI. They don't screw around. And I don't even have it on 100%. So if you're really fast, alien fast, you may be able to find a level that would be good for you. I'm literally like gripping the wheel every turn, the direct drive wheel every turn, right on the edge of what I got, thinking that I'm going to lose this turn if I screw this up. Car is just beaming loud. We finished the race. I think I finished 4th or 5th in that race. So just a crazy race there. I'll switch you over to this night race I was in. I ended up last in this race, but or 2nd or 3rd or 13th or something. But this race, the first few laps are just crazy, and it looks amazing. So we got a nighttime race, or at least the dusk is settled in. And let's see if we can get above. Look at how beautiful this is. I mean, and you know, from the last race, you can see this is a lot more than beauty. I mean, the races are intense. The sound is great. Car handles well. There's just a few nuances, like the AI giving up after you pass them. But they don't give up before you pass them, I guarantee you that. So, let's see here. Let's look at a couple of camera views here. You can hear the helicopter in this view. So I am in last position, I think, in this, if I'm right on this. Let's go the other way. Yeah, I am in last place, or 2nd to last place. So here we go. Nighttime. Look at the sky. The clouds moving over. Lights are on. Let's get inside the car. See underneath the Bentley's wing, I'm thinking, okay, can I get a good start on this? I think I'll just show a couple of the beginning laps and the end of this, because this is an intense race, at least for the first 4 laps. Here we go, green away, up to the top of the hill. At this point, everybody's kind of hitting their brakes, trying to figure out how they can get through this. The Bentley slots in, and I slot in right behind the Bentley. So take a few positions there. The Ferrari does not give up. Oh, I wanted to show that. That was pretty cool. So let me change cameras here. We got lights on. Everybody's going for it. Let me find the right camera here. All right, so I'm in this number 7. Ferrari right next to me. I'm thinking I have the position already. Ferrari holds, good line, go almost 3 wide for a second. Lamborghini pulls in behind, and the Ferrari has got the inside line. Almost pulls the Lambo. Oh, does pull the Lambo right with him. Takes me out of position. It's just a great start. 2 wide on that turn. So we're fighting for this slot here. He's in the better position for this slot because I don't want to wreck. So I hit the brakes a little bit early. Get a feel for the nighttime racing. It's a little bit, not quite dark yet. Darkness just starting to set in. Hard on the gas, trying to say, I know I can catch these guys because they're all bunched up. Gets pitch black in a little bit here. Get a decent turn through there. I'm thinking I've got these guys at the turn, at the hard turn at the bottom of the hill. See the sparks coming off the cars as they come down the hill. Alright, so I'm back in the race. Just the headlights looking great. Let's jump in the Lambo for a second. Listen to the Lambo. Whoa, forgot about that. Let me go back a little bit. So if I jump back in car here, so change cameras. Going the wrong way here. Alright, so they're all bunched up, so I'm thinking I've got a shot here of taking this position. And I'm out of the shot here. Good place to turn in. If you can get your nose in there, they'll have to kind of relinquish on the outside. Brakes glowing bright orange. Lambo brakes, and we're back on the race. Back in the Lambo. Listen to this thing. Sparks flying all over the place, hitting the windshield. That is just sick. Oh my God, that's sick. I love it. Go up here and watch this race. Little oversteer. Fight there. I'm trying to catch up with these guys. I think this is where it gets intense for a couple of laps here. Not my best race at all, but definitely one of the more fun ones. I just don't make many mistakes, and I still can't catch them. It's just crazy. So we're right up against these guys. Thinking I can take this guy on the inside. He pulls right back in his place. You gotta love the aggression. Loses a little grip on the corner. Just, it's getting darker now. Four together, just absolutely flying through everything. I'm thinking I got him here on this corner. Right here I mess up the braking a little bit, I think. No, I got it at the time. If you don't brake early, then you're too late, then you kind of takes the car out of position. Really thinking I can go to the outside. No go, says the Lambo. See that Lamborghini just shooting fire. He tries to cut back on me. This is really cool. He goes back to the inside. This is an AI doing that. If I wouldn't have hit that turn, that Lamborghini would have been right back in front of me again. I just have not seen AI do that before. Cut back the other side, realize that they've yielded the advantage and goes for the other advantage. And I thought that was pretty cool. See the exhaust just glowing red. This isn't the Bentley here. I was watching one of the real life blonde paint drivers saying that when you pass a Bentley, you need to make sure you put your car in the right mirror because they won't know you're on the other side passing them. So you have to think differently about passing a Bentley than other cars on the track, which I think is just pretty cool. Here the Ferrari's just right on top of them. I think I get position on this Ferrari here. You gotta love these night races. And, I mean, guys, I know people had crashes and stuff like this when these first couple days this came out, but this thing is rock solid. The racing is absolutely intense. The sounds of the cars hitting the bumps. The force feedback, the braking is phenomenal. I mean, you can really just press the brakes really hard, like in a real car. Got some work cut out. I gotta try to catch him at the bottom of the hill again. Look how close that Ferrari is driving that freaking Bentley, man. And there's not even a whisper between them, hardly. I think this is where I overtake the Ferrari. A little bit wide, which means I'm not overtaking the Ferrari. By the way, if you haven't looked into this, the rating system in this game, if you race close and you don't touch somebody, that's right, I take the Ferrari over. Your race crap, which is your ability to race, it's not so much where you finish, that's competitiveness. But your ability to race goes way up over, as long as you're racing really close, tight. Then they have competitiveness, which is, did you win or not? But then there's, safety rating, consistency, track knowledge. So it's pretty innovative, and there's weighting like based on your how high you are. They use that CP competitiveness and SA safety for Or, you know, you can set, hey, I can't, no one can come into my race that doesn't have a safety rating of 70. Or nobody can join this race, doesn't have a competitiveness of 10 or 15, 20, 30, whatever you want to set. So I like the, you know, the ability to set that, because you can get people that you know are going to race hard and are not going to just run into you. I forgot what car this is. Oh, it's a McLaren. Listen to this thing. Listen when it goes under the bridge. Hear that? Whoosh. That thing whining like that is just freaking awesome, dude. It's getting a lot darker now. He oversteers a little bit. Let's go outside the McLaren for a second. Oh, he's going in the pit. I'm going to jump to the end. I think there's not a lot here at this point. God, listen to that freaking Ferrari popping. Dark is unbelievable. It's so pitch black out now. Alright, so I'm in the back, so I gotta work my way back here. I really did not have a good race, but still, I had a great time. 16th. Oh my god, dude. So we're back together again, all four of us. It's pitch black. See the stars in the sky, the lights shining across the track. Look at that. And believe me, it's much more than looks. It's the intensity. Sparks flying, hitting you in the windshield. Come on, man. That is freaking awesome. Go around the outside. Taking this Lambo. Did it right that time. Get on the gas. Maintain a straight angle. Fire shooting out of the back. Fire shooting out of the Lambo. The Bentley takes a little bit of a slide. Loses grip. Lambo goes wide. I think I tried to take him at this point. Because he went, had a tire. It's freaking shooting fire. So let's go back and see that in fast. Pitch black out. Brake lights on. I think I got one more pass in me, if I remember right. Porsche just freaking lighting up the world. Stars are just blaring. It's just dark. Hit the ground. Sparks shooting out the back. Oh, come on, man. You gotta love that. You gotta love. This is freaking insane. Sparks. I know other games have it, but this has all of it together in one package. Thinking I have the Bentley. I think I snake him a little bit based on some comments I saw from a couple of my favorite YouTubers about, hey, you know, I own as much of the track as you do. I tend to be a really polite driver. I almost never hit anybody, almost never. So I really kind of get out of character here and do what I don't normally do, which is just freaking go for it. I don't hit him, but I sort of was way off the track at that point, and he doesn't do so much better either. I think this is the last lap. I mean, look at the sky with the light glow, stars. Driving is just so solid. Green flag all the way in. Checkered flag. Nighttime race. Brands hatch is over. Anyway, that was a lot of fun. I hope people will jump in and try it. Thanks for checking this out. If you like what you see, give me a like. Subscribe. Come check out some of my content. I'm doing a 7-part series on the case for ACC. I play a lot of games, Kartcraft and all that. But right now I'm sort of jazzed about the intensity that I feel when I race in Assetto Corsa Competizione. Hope you guys will come and visit. Leave me a comment. Tell me what you raced and tell me what you like, and see where we go from here. Have a great rest of your weekend. I'm off to hit the next multiplayer race. Take care. See you soon.